Yeah, there you heard from them all, two of them working the tape for us. Now, we have two teams. We have one of our regular presenters in each team, and we have one of this evening's guests. And the presenter in our first team is someone who's been working herself up for tomorrow's Pillow Talk. I don't think she's wearing a nightie for us this evening, or is she? I don't. Anyway, it is Emma Freud. And with Emma, her guest is someone who musically and also as a personality has almost become a legend in his own lifetime, if only for what he's done for animal welfare. A man who described me as his nightmare. I think he could be somebody else's nightmare. It is, of course, Alice Cooper. Oh, what a charming, relaxed little chap he is. And now our opposition. In the opposition, our presenter there is someone about whom it has been said, what? Yes, I thought you'd appreciate the jokes, and that is because his name is Tom Watt. And Tom Watt's guest is someone, those fluffy birds are no a house martin, but a very male house martin, because he is from the House Martins, Me and the Farmer, and it is Stan Cullimore. So those are our four guests. The rules of the game are very simple. They select a letter of the alphabet. Behind every letter there is a question. The value of the questions vary, and if they take that question and get it right, they get the value in points. But of course the value in points is not necessarily the standard of the question. This is where they're gambling, because they can pass the question to the opposition and then it doubles in value. And if the opposition get it right, thank you. If the opposition get it right, then of course they get double the value, and if they get it wrong, they lose double the value in points. Later on we're going to have a 45-second challenge, but more of that when it occurs. Let us start the show with this wonderful, magnificent pairing right beside me here, Emma and Alice. Yes, well, he hasn't got his calculator with him.
It's terrible.
So there, if you are 105, you have 35 points to make up, and the time starts, letter T, time starts now. T, Tarzan. What was the name of his girlfriend?
Jane.
Right. Which tree is most commonly used in the manufacture of cricket bats?
Willow.
Willow is right. Thunderbirds. Which Thunderbird vehicle in the television series could travel underwater?
5.
No, it was 4. Thunderbird 4. Trigger. Which screen cowboy had a horse called Trigger?
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers, right. Telephones. What number do you dial in this country for the speaking clock?
1, 2, 3.
Correct. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Who is their manager?
David Pleat.
David Pleat, right. Taxi driver. Who was the male star of this 1976 film? You can answer. I've heard
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro got another 5 there. And
Didn't even hear the question.
And it is 25 points, so you've made up your 130. And Emma and Alice are still in the lead on 140. We've reached the halfway mark in the contest. We will see you. Stay tuned, because we've got more alphabets after this. Welcome back to Alphabet, our trivial game of joy and pleasure, which we hope is entertaining you, all you night birds who are still awake. And we've got a lot of night birds here, I can tell you. And what is the score at the halfway mark? Well, our presenter Emma Freud, with her guest Alice Cooper, is still in the lead on 140 points. And trailing them is our presenter Tom Watt, with his guest Stan Cullimore on 130 points. But Tom and Stan have taken their 45-second challenge. Well, anything can happen in the second half, including throwing things around. And whose turn is it to go? I think it's Emma and Alice, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I think we'd like to go for S, wouldn't we, Alice?
Right.
You would like to go for S, which is for 15 points, and it is on the question of stamps.
What do you reckon?
Postage stamps.
Should we pass it?
Yeah.
We'd
You're
like
gonna
to pass it.
It is pass. It's worth 15 points. It's been passed, so it's now worth 30 points for you. A great chance for you to overtake me.
We'll pass it back.
You can't go on doubling up like
Give you
this.
40, Nick.
You give me 40 if I take it.
Yeah.
What would I do with it? You don't tell me, please. It's not that sort of show. Right. I've already mentioned the Nicholas. We don't want to bring it in again. Right. Okay. Are you ready? Your question for 30 points. What is the colour of a first-class postage stamp in the United Kingdom? I'm sure you use them regularly.
Yeah, go on. Well, we've had a discussion in the Republic of Stan and Tom. We think it's green.
You are right, it is green. You'd be surprised how many people don't know that they're using them all the time. It's a sort of sage green. So you've got 30. You've taken the lead. You're 160 now to Emma, and Alice is 140. And it's your turn to take a letter.
It's about time. Can I
It's
just say
about
that we
time.
took the lead from those rats. Boo, hiss, boo. These are the baddest. Oh, no, the sleeper.
Listen, the snake might come out any moment if you're not careful. All right, which
But
letter would
you
you
want me
like?
to take a letter, certainly. Who's it to?
Yes, and put a green 18p stamp on it, but
They
one
don't
of
like
my
gags, do
letters
they,
which are
Chef?
left here.
Well, I think we'd like to go for M, wouldn't we?
I'd like to go what you'd like to go for.
We've already had N. You
M.
can't go.
M for mother.
M is up here. M for mother. 10 worth 10 points. M is on money, something you know all about, Stan, I'm sure. What about you, Tom?
Pass it.
No, we couldn't. It wouldn't be fair.
Wouldn't it? You're going to
No,
take
we'll
it?
keep this one.
It's one of those lovely trivial questions which we should all know the answer to because we handle it all the time. How many sides are there on a 20p piece? No, you can't take it out of your pocket. You only have 3 seconds in which to answer.
We'll pass on that.
Yeah, pass.
It's too
We'll
late
pass it
now.
over.
You've taken
What? No, we part.
No,
Oh.
you've taken it. You've taken it quickly. You've only got 4 seconds.
7.
7 is right. You There you go.
Now we know what he
170.
does in
Now
the
you've got some work to do, but you do have your 45-second challenge up your sleeve.
We'd like B.
B,
A.
A, you
A and B.
A, well, which one do you want?
A.
Alice said A, so right, A, you're the guest, Alice. The question is on alphabet. Do you want to take it?
Yes.
Well, it's it could be tough, it could be easy, but you're still going to go for it.
Yes.
I think it's easy. What are the first 3 letters of the Greek alphabet?
Okay, go ahead.
Alpha, beta, gamma.
Gamma is right, yes, there we are. Education is showing there, and so they got another 10 points, and it's Stan and Tom. What do you want to do? Which letter?
We could go for a cup of tea.
Yes, well, yes, but you'll have to imagine it, otherwise you'll lose
Choose
the show.
a letter, Stan.
Stan, choose a letter.
B.
B or O?
B or O, right?
B. Yes.
Which one are you going for?
O.
Oh, right.
Facing
O is, oh, yes, right up your street, I'm sure. Hilda Ogden is the question. It's worth 10 points. Do you want to answer the question on Hilda?
No, I better not.
Well, our lips are sealed.
Are you going to gamble?
Pass it. Well, pass it.
Well, yes, this is a bit naughty because there we have someone who probably doesn't watch Coronation Street very much. But the question is now worth 20 points to Emma and Alice. Alice, can you tell me, Hilda Ogden lives at which number house in Coronation Street?
17.
13. Quite close. So
good
they have
pass.
lost their...
Good pass.
So they've gone back to 130 and 170 to Tom and Stan. Your turn. Take a look at that letter.
Can we
Emma.
have X?
Yes, you can have X. It is X marks the spot. Ah, yes. Now here, we want you have to tell us where this particular part of your body exists. You're going to take this question or you're going to pass it?
I think you're quite good on anatomy, aren't you, Alice?
I should be.
You should be.
Take
You're
it.
going to take it. So will you please both stand up?
I'm wearing a skirt.
Now, would you face each other? I really want just you to show what you were wearing because if anybody get away with a jockstrap like that, only you.
For my exes.
Right. I want you both to point to each other's partner's patella. Patella.
It's not a family show, don't forget.
The patella, yes.
We both have one, so we know.
You both have one, and you've got to point and do it.
Yes.
You both point to the same place
No,
on each other.
take another
No,
chance.
no.
Another chance? Oh, okay. Patella. Well, yes.
No, I'm sorry, you're both wrong. The patella is the kneecap. It's the bone.
That's where I was playing.
You were quite close. You were getting closer. Yeah, you brought your knee up. There we are. So I'm afraid that they have lost 120 now to Stan and Tom's 170. What are you going to go for, Stan, Tom?
Tom, I'll leave it in your hands.
All right, we'll have E.
E, right. E is there. It's worth 10. And there's a... No, we haven't got time for any more. Let's keep it moving. It's a question on the Eurythmics. And now then, Annie Lennox is the singer in the Eurythmics, of course. Which part of her underwear did she... Oh, I hadn't asked you whether you want to keep it or not.
Yes, we do, thank
Yes.
you, please. I've got a couple at home of my own, of course, but if I could have hers as well, you know. I'm always
Right,
on the
that wasn't really fair. I'm sure you'd have taken it anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Which part of her underwear did she make famous during the band's last world tour?
It was her brassiere, and it was red.
And you actually know the colour. Did you catch it then?
Yeah, it was pretty damp as well.
Enough letters to her.
I'll tell you.
So now we come to the point where you have a chance to make up because we have a 45-second challenge for you and the questions are all for Emma and Alice under the letter F. F for Freud. So you know the rules here. 45 seconds, quick as you like, and if you don't get the right answer, it doesn't matter, don't lose. 5 for the right answer and you can pass. Are you ready? Time starts now. F. Oh God, football. Which European team did Luther Bissett of Watford join in July 1983?
France.
No, AC Milan. Right. Food. What type of food is calamares?
Squid.
Squid is right. Where on a horse would you expect to find the fetlock?
On its leg.
On its
Foot.
leg, yes, behind the ankle, that's enough. Flags. How many stars are on the Stars and Stripes?
50.
50, right. Flower pot men. What were the names of the two flower pot men of the TV series, yes?
Bill and Ben.
Bill and Ben, well done. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. From which real-life Frankie does the group take its name?
Don't know. Frankie and Johnny.
Frank Sinatra. Right. France, we've got 10 seconds. What is the tallest mountain in France? Quickly,
The
pass
Alps.
it.
Pyrenees.
No. Fleetwood Mac. What was the instrumental chart topper called?
Rumours.
Albatross, I'm sorry. So how many points did they get? They got 20 points, add 22, 120, that's 140. So you've still got quite a lot of leeway to make up, but you still have a chance to take the next question. You have 40 points to make up if you want to beat Stan and Tom.
B, I think we're going for.
B, you are going for is another 10
Glasses.
points there. It's a question on Bilko. Do you wish to take it?
Yes.
Of what?
Bilko.
Bilko.
Oh, yes, Ernie Bilko, Sergeant Ernie Bilko. As popular here as in the States, I can tell you, Alice. In the television series, Sergeant Ernie Bilko was stationed at which fictional American army base? It was Fort
Make it up.
Bragg.
Fort Baxter.
Oh.
Oh, dear me. I'll give a bonus of 5 to either team who can tell me they moved this fictional location later to Camp...
David.
Camp Vermont. Right, Tom and Stan.
T.
T,
I was
right,
gonna go for that.
and
Some almost
right.
mystical understanding.
Here's the question
T,
on T.
next to
Right,
S
it's on Tina Turner. You want to take the question on Tina Turner?
Give us a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah, we'll have some of that.
Yeah, we'll have...
Oh, tell that, are you? Tina husband Ike had a series of hits in the 60s and 70s, including Deep River Mountain High and Nutbush City Limits. Can you name their backing band?
Well, there were different backing bands. There's the Ikettes.
The Ikettes will do for me. That's another 5 points to you.
They
And
cheated.
they
It's a very
didn't
good
cheat.
book,
I have to
actually.
tell you that with 185 points, a lead of 55 over Emma and Alice, you are our winners this week, Stan Cullimore and Tom Watts. And of course, in Alphabet, our contestants, all of them, our 2 guests in each show, do receive magnificent prizes. And there they are, a bundle of Alphabet questions for both of you, marked right the way through with Night Network. But of course, the guest in the winning team also has to go with our jackpot prize, which in every quiz show has to be a motor car. And so, Stan, you have won this week's motor car. There we are, a beautiful red sports car. That is yours to take away and save in any way you wish. Right, we have no more time to play Alphabet. Don't forget that later on we've got a lot more goodies for you here. We've got on the bunker, it's Tony Blackwell, and then Blackburn, I'm sorry, Tony. And then, of course, more Captain Scarlet. I'm getting signals to queue up. And then later on it is Mick Brown with the chart things, with the indie charts and all that and so forth. In the kitchen, there's the other kitchen. And we're going to have another edition of Alphabet next week. And once that distinguished guest is going to be Donny Osmond. But on behalf of my lovely guests this week, Emma, Alice, Stan, and Tom, and me, goodbye. Don't forget, more Alphabet next week. Goodbye from us all here. Cheers.